Mr. President. Amanda Head with Just the News. On the southern border, you've got DHS and ICE who are reporting that there was a little bit of fudging of numbers during the Biden administration on both the catch and the release side with respect to reporting the number of illegals coming into the country.
They cheated on the numbers. The numbers were. I love that question. Who are you with?
Just the News, Amanda Head.
Very nice. That's good.
Do you know how many of those are criminal illegal aliens? And Biden's out of office. Alejandro Mayorkas, who gets held?
No, Biden fudged the numbers. The numbers were totally fake. And he gave fake numbers. I knew they were fake. Everybody knew they were fake. But now it came out. And terrible what they did. That administration was a horror show for this country.
Can you hold anyone accountable?
Well, I don't know. They gave phony numbers. And phony numbers are a very bad thing to give. But I'm not sure about that. I don't know how it would play. We want to get it straightened out. We're after many, many bad people that were let into our country. And Kristi Noem and my friend Homan. How good is Tom Homan doing, right? And they're after him, and you see they're taking him out in record numbers. Gang leaders, drug dealers. There's a problem the Netherlands does not have. The Netherlands never had this problem. If you'd like to take it, I could deliver some people. I could deliver some nice people to the Netherlands if you'd like.
I'm not sure.
No, what he did to this country, letting 21 million people flow through an open border. Many of those people were hard criminals from prisons and jails, from mental institutions, and I always say insane asylums because they were seriously deranged, and they're here from not South America, from all over the world, from South America, but from all over the world, and it's so sad. You'd say, why would anybody do this? Why? Yeah, go ahead.
And one more. There's some new internal Democrat polling that doesn't look great for Democrats, but it also has 54% unfavorability for Republicans in swing states and battlegrounds for the midterms. Do you consider those voters capturable for Republicans?
Yeah, well, we did. You know, I won every swing state, as you know, by a lot, and I won the popular vote by a lot, and we won the counties. If you look at the counties and district plan, we had 2,725, and they had 501. That's why the map is all red. So we had a great thing. Yeah, I think from the Democrats, I saw, if you look the other night, I made a speech, and I introduced two young ladies who were killed, viciously, violently killed. Unbelievable, both outstanding people. They were killed by illegal aliens. And the Democrats wouldn't get up and applaud. The mothers were, inconsolable. They were crying, and everybody was crying. The Democrats sat there with stone faces. They didn't clap. They didn't stand. They didn't do anything. We had a young man with very serious cancer. His dream is to be with the police department someday, and he was introduced. They didn't even clap. They were disgusting. Frankly, they were disgusting. There's something wrong with them. They're deranged. Jack Smith. They're deranged people. And I never saw anything like it. I'm standing up and I introduced the mother and the parents of these two young girls that were just recently essentially killed, violently killed. And the Democrats are like this. It's so sad. And I saw this morning where one of them is pretty well known, one is fighting like crazy over men being able to play in women's sports. I said, I thought that was tried. I thought that was about I think it's a 95% issue. But in a way, I want them to keep doing it because I don't think they can win a race. And I tell the Republicans, I said, don't bring that subject up because there's no election right now. But about a week before the election, bring it up because you can't lose. And everything's transgender this, transgender that. They have politics. But one thing, they stick together, I wish, and the Republicans stick together mostly, but we have a couple that are grandstanders. You always have grandstanders in life. But the Democrats, they have grandstanders, but when it comes to a vote, they do stick together, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, if they do a shutdown, and ultimately that might lead to very, very high tax, because we're talking about a shutdown, we're talking about getting to work immediately on the greatest tax bill ever passed. That was the one we did. It was a renewal, and it's an addition to it. And we're going to cut people's taxes. And if the Democrats are stopping all of these good things that we're providing, we're providing the greatest package of benefits that this country's ever provided. the biggest part of that's going to be tax cuts for the middle class and for businesses, small businesses, employers, people that hire people in jobs. And if it's shut down, it's only going to be, if there's a shutdown, it's only because of the Democrats. And they would really be taking away a lot from our country and from the people of our country.
You made clear you're not backing down from this, but many American small business owners say they are concerned that these tariffs are going to hurt them. What's your message to them?
They're going to be so much richer than they are right now. And we have many, yesterday General Motors was in, they want to invest $60 billion. People from Facebook were in yesterday. They're going to invest $60 billion by the end of the year. Other people are talking about numbers. Apple, as you know, a few days ago announced $500 billion investment. They're going to build their plants in the United States, which, as you know, almost all of their plants are in China. Now they're building in the United States. Look, the reason is two things. Number one, the election, November 5th, and the other thing is tariffs. I think probably in that order. But Tim Cook came in and he announced 500 billion. Not million. 500 million's a lot when you think about it, right?
Sure.
But I would have been happy with 500 million, but it's $500 billion investment by Apple in the United States. And that's because of the election result, and it's because of the tariffs and the tax incentives too, tariffs and tax incentives.